Hello dear students, in today's video we will be learning the secondary treatment of sewage. Already we have seen the primary treatment in the previous class. So primary treatment wherein the floating objects, the heavier particles, oil, grease as well as any colloidal impurity if it is present, so that can be removed. So 4 steps that we have learned under the primary treatment. Today we are going to learn about the secondary treatment, which is also called as biological treatment. So what's this biological treatment? The secondary treatment is, it involves the aerobic biochemical oxidation of the organic matter which is present in the sewage. So the sewage contains the organic matter. If it has to be converted into simpler compound, we must carry out the aerobic biological oxidation, and this can be achieved by allowing it to react with the dissolved oxygen by using the microorganisms. So this wastewater after the primary treatment is taken into the larger tank and the biological treatment is carried out. So there are few processes which can be carried out for the secondary treatment, like activated sludge process can be used, trickling filter bed process can be used, or the rotating biological contactor process can be used. So we are going to learn only these two, activated sludge process and rotating biological contactor process. So let us study the activated sludge process, what it is. So in this process, the name itself indicates what is being used. The activated sludge is used. Sludge is nothing but, in Hindi it is called as कीचड़. So in activated sludge, the water is treated with the activated sludge, means it is added with the activated sludge, which consists of enough number of microorganisms and bacteria that will decompose the organic matter which is present in this water, and we must provide the air so that the oxidation happens easily. So the aeration is carried out. From the bottom of this tank, the air is circulated, the activated sludge is added, the sludge which is been obtained from the previous treatment, so that is been added, and this whole mixture means activated sludge along with the primary treated water and the aeration, so this together it is carried out for several hours, and then this water is taken into the sedimentation tank, wherein the sludge it gets settled at the bottom and the clear water can be taken out from the outlet. So thus in this activated sludge process, by using the microorganisms and the air, we are carrying out the biological oxidation of the organic matter present in this sewage water. So thus here the activated sludge which is being generated, so some amount of it can be used in the next stage of treatment, and the excess sludge can be used for the fields, or it can be disposed. So here are the steps which have been given for the activated sludge process. The first, wastewater after the sedimentation of the primary treatment is mixed with required quantity of activated sludge which contains enough amount of aerobic bacteria as well as microorganisms, and then the mixture is aerated by blowing air for several hours, and because of aerobic conditions the organic matter gets completely oxidized. Then purified water plus sludge is sent to the sedimentation tank where the sludge settles down. Part of sludge is used for the purification and the fresh batch of the sewage, while the rest is pumped to the sludge disposal tank. So thus by using the activated sludge, the BOD level of the sewage water can be lowered down. So here the BOD obtained after the activated sludge process will be less than 1 ppm, which is permissible for even the drinking purpose. So one more method of secondary treatment or the biological treatment is using the rotating biological contactor process. So which in short it is called as RBC. So here you can see these are the structures which are used for this process. So what this consists of? What are the RBC components? So rotating biological contactor process. So these are the discs, plastic discs, which have been supported on the shaft, and these are rotated at a particular interval of time, like here per minute the rotation is been fixed, and these are placed parallel to each other. All the discs are placed parallel to each other on this shaft, which is continuously rotating, and 40% of the disc area is immersed in the wastewater. 40% is immersed in the wastewater, and 60% is exposed to the air. So air, external air, and here the bacterial growth is been carried, means obviously it takes place on this plastic medium. When the RPM, the rotation per minute that has been fixed for this, it may be between 2 to 5. So these discs will be continuously in rotation. So the bacterial growth takes place on these discs. So when they come in contact with the microorganism on this disc, and they come in contact with the water, so the aerobic oxidation of the organic matter takes place, and the water thus is been treated here. So this again, it has been continuous process, continuously it is carried out for several hours, and after that again that water is taken to the sedimentation tank for settling this sludge. So you commonly use the plastic materials are polythene, PVC, polyvinyl chloride, polystyrene, and carbon black. So microorganisms, as I said, they grow on the surface of these discs, which allows the biological degradation of the wastewater pollutants which are present in the water, and the purified water is taken to the next tank, that is sedimentation tank. Clear effluent is taken for the further treatment. So here this is the image of high density polyethylene, which could be used as the disc material or the carbon black. So this image you need to draw if it is asked in the exam. Explain the biological treatment or the second treatment of sewage using the rotating biological contactor process. Then you have to draw this figure. Here this is the sedimentation tank of the primary treatment. The water after sedimentation goes into this rotating biological contactor tank, wherein these are the discs which have been arranged on the shaft, and then after biological treatment the water is taken to the clarifier, which is nothing but the sedimentation tank. Again the suspended matter, the sludge, gets settled at the bottom, and the clear effluent is taken to the next stage of treatment. So here is a video of this rotating biological contactor. So these are the discs. So as I mentioned, 40% of the discs are submerged into water, and 60% they are being exposed to the air. Atmospheric air, the growth of the microorganisms on this surface of this disc allows the biological oxidation of the organic matter. So thus in this class what we have learnt about, it is the biological treatment, how it can be done. So to reduce the organic matter which is biodegradable present in the sewage by using the living organisms like microorganisms or the aerobic bacteria in presence of air, which allows the decomposition of the biological waste, and thus the water obtained after this treatment will have less BOD or less COD. Now what is been left, whatever the chemicals which are present in the water, those need to be removed, and for that we must carry out the chemical treatment. So that will take up in the next video. Thank you.